305, Flow Rider and lunch money. 3 Miami boys, you know what time it is.
Give me the green light, cause I'm ready to go. Let's have a good time. Let's go. What you waiting for? You only got one life, and we gon' live it up. So give me the green light, cause I'm ready to go.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. McCaffrey starts in motion toward the one-back pistol. Newton looks at McCaffrey, right side, comes back to the left side. Screen, Fozzy Whittaker, 30, 25, 20. It's got potential to the 10, left pylon. Touchdown!
It's got potential, Mick. It's got potential. I like the way you said that.
And now, the opening drive. Here are your hosts, Bob Papa and former All-Pro safety Antrell Roll.
SIRIUSXM NFL Radio. So glad you could join us as we kick off the 9 a.m. Eastern hour here on the opening drive. Bob Papa, Antrell Roll. What a big win for the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton, 22 of 29, 316 yards. Fozzy Whittaker with a 28-yard touchdown catch as part of that win as Carolina goes on the road, and they beat the Patriots in Foxborough and put on a heck of a performance. Cam throws for over 300 yards in the game. They're able to do enough as far as the ground game is concerned, putting up yardage that way and then making timely plays. Kelvin Benjamin, 4 catches for 104 yards. Derek Funchess had a couple touchdown catches in the game. And, look, anytime you can go up there and beat the defending Super Bowl champions, you got something going on. And Antrell, we welcome in Fozzy Whittaker, who had that 28-yard touchdown catch. And he joins us here on the program. Fozzy, Bob Papa, Antrell Roll, thanks for a couple minutes this morning. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm doing excellent. How you guys doing?
We're doing well. So we had a Patriot fan call us earlier, and they said, make sure you ask Fozzy, what's it like to be able to be that wide open?
That's probably one of the best feelings in football that I've been able to experience, man. It was truly amazing how just the play calling that Coach Shula had and the way that the offense executed, man. It seemed like everybody went with Mac whenever he went in motion and allowed me to be left wide open. And, I had a full convoy ahead, but, man, it was a great feeling.
Hey, Fozzy, how you doing, brother?
Good. How's it going?
Congratulations on that screenplay, man. It looked like you made so many defenders, dibble and dabble and get to the end zone on that one. No, hey, but it seems to me that the team is in sync right now at this point. The first couple of games, it just seemed like things were a little out of whack, and right now, obviously going up against the Super Bowl champions, the New England Patriots, you all made it look quite easy on the offensive side of the ball. What do you think was the biggest reason for that?
I think it all started with our preparation. We've been preparing for each game, each week. We've been preparing hard, but it just seemed like we was able to execute our game plan just better than we were able in previous weeks. And I think this is something that we'll be able to build momentum off of and allow us to hopefully keep steamrolling offensively, keep clicking, and help the defense out as they've been kind of the backbone for us in the first few games.
Fozzy, what kind of pressure does it put on you guys on offense? You know you're going against Brady, and as much as you like your own defense, you know he's going to make plays, and you realize that field goals aren't going to win. Do you feel that pressure going into the game of having to be better?
Well, honestly, our main goal and focus is always to put up touchdowns. And we take points whenever field goals are available, but anytime we get in that red zone or we score on explosive plays, man, that's our true job. And Coach preaches that to us every single day is, create explosives and always be great in the red zone. So that's just basically our main objective, no matter who we're going against on the other side. We just always want to make sure that we're trying to put up touchdowns. And at the end of the day, that helps our defense and helps us put pressure on them the more touchdowns we're able to put up.
How is Cam right now? I mean, yesterday he looked phenomenal. 22 out of 29, over 300 yards, had a rushing touchdown, 3 passing touchdowns. The big guy went to work yesterday. How does he seem to be right now as a quarterback? Does he seem to be himself, getting back into the rhythm of things as far as leading the offense and directing you guys?
Definitely. I think he's finding his groove coming off all of his shoulder stuff. Man, just really getting that momentum going. And it kind of showed early in the game, and being able to build off of some of the momentum that we had in the first half last week. We just weren't able to get touchdowns, but being able to build off of that and continue in this week and score more touchdowns, especially in the red zone, and create a lot more explosive plays, man, it's just going to build not only his confidence but the entire offense's confidence as well. So it just gives us the opportunity to continue to be great, I feel like.
Fozzy, you guys had the lead in the fourth quarter. Brady leads his team down the field. They score. They get within 7. They hold you guys to a 3-and-out. They get the ball. They go down the field. Boom. They get 7 again. Suddenly it's a tie game, and you guys are reeling. Cam gets sacked, and it looks like you're going to have to punt the ball away, and then Gilmore gets called for the penalty right around the 2-minute warning. What was it like on the sideline when you knew you got that fresh set of downs? Was it like, hey, let's just go finish this thing off here now and not give that dude the ball back?
Exactly. That's what we wanted to do. And Coach says all the time that, man, penalties can cost you the game, and that was just one example of how a penalty on them third down, we would have had to punt the ball back to them, like you said, and with the penalty, it gave us a new set of downs and ultimately allowed us to get in field goal position and win the game. So just playing smart football and trying to eliminate those mental mistakes that can cost you. You never know what play it'll be that can cost you the most, but just trying to eliminate those types of plays and gives us the opportunity to seal the game. It truly was a turning point in that drive and for the outcome.
We're talking with Fozzy Whittaker of the Carolina Panthers. Big win in Foxborough against the Patriots yesterday. Next week, it's a trip to Detroit. It doesn't get any easier. Can you just talk about your head coach a little bit? Because, sometimes there's some controversies and stuff that goes on, and it feels like Coach Rivera just always has the right perspective on things. Doesn't, go crazy. Doesn't say outlandish stuff that he's got to kind of then backtrack on. Just talk a little bit about playing for him and the sort of the stability that he brings on a week-by-week basis.
I think that's the kind of player that he was whenever he played in the NFL, and I think that gives us such a huge foundation to build off of, having a coach that knows exactly where we want to be at, and that's being Super Bowl champions and the process and the journey that it took him to get to that point, and what he's trying to instill in us. And then just how charismatic he is, and the way that he interacts with each and every one of us, and the way that he values family over everything, and the way that family is the way of life in our culture and the locker room here in Charlotte. So it's truly just eye-opening to see somebody like that, and it makes you want to play for him and play hard for him, just because he's laying it out all on the line for us. And we have to reciprocate that back to him, because he's doing everything for us, with us in his mind. So it's easy to play for somebody like that always has your back, and just steps up at any moment and continues to believe in us whenever things may seem bleak. He never doubts us at any moment, and he always pushes us to be better.
Fozzy, you enjoying kind of the energy that Christian McCaffrey brings to the team?
Oh, most definitely, man. This is a guy that I've seen day in and day out, man. He's truly a special character, and I said this since I first seen him in training camp, was just how explosive, how athletic, how multiple and diverse that he is, man. I've never seen a guy do the types of things that he does in person and do it well. He can do so many things well, and it's truly a great addition to our team, and it opens up our playbook a lot more, and gives us opportunities to run a lot of misdirection and keep the defense off balance with multiple personnels and shifts and different plays. So it definitely is a boost that we have him on our team, and we utilize him in many different ways.
Fozzy, we appreciate Antro, you got another one?
No, I'm good, boss. I'm good.
All right. Fozzy, we want to appreciate it. We had a couple minutes this morning. Congratulations on the 28-yard touchdown yesterday. Glad it was schemed out perfectly for you, and we appreciate a few minutes this morning, and good luck next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you all for having me on. I appreciate it.
Great to have you on as well. Fozzy Whittaker with a big 28-yard touchdown catch, and obviously you could hear the kind words that he said about his head coach and what Christian McCaffrey brings to the table. And Antrell, as you well know, there's very important when you have kind of that trust factor of your head coach that he's got your back and he's going to be kind of level-headed for the most part. I think that's something that can really help you through rough times. And obviously the Panthers are going through an up time here right now with the win yesterday, but it wasn't looking good for them with the way their offense was going the first couple of weeks of the season.
You know, I've talked to several of the guys from the Carolina Panthers, and they all say the same thing, man. They love playing for Coach Rivera. You know, anytime that you have someone who's played the game, someone who's familiar with the locker room, someone who knows the ins and outs of so many different attitudes and characters, and, you know, they know how to relate. So it's without a doubt that, you know, these guys love to play for him. And I think it goes out there and it shows on the field. Because when you've seen the Carolina teams, especially of the past couple of years, when you see them on paper, they don't have the most dynamic and best team out there, but they still find ways to win football games and compete and go to Super Bowls and things of that nature. And they find ways, you know, and I think that's a pure testament of their coach, of the leaders that they have on their team on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball. And I think it all goes together. It's all in sync.
877 NFL Kick, 877-635-5425. So glad you could join us. Bob Papa, Antrell Roll on a football Monday, trying to make sense of what happened on a Sunday in the National Football League. Once again, at least 50 people are dead, 200 wounded after a gunman opened fire at a country music festival in Las Vegas. For more information and the latest updates, tune into Today's Show Radio, Channel 108, SiriusXM News Channels, Fox News 114, Fox News Headlines 24/7, which is Channel 115, CNN 116, MSNBC Channel 118. You got the telephone number at 877-635-5425. Bob Papa, Antrell Roll here on the opening drive at SiriusXM NFL Radio.